Hello! I'm Brian Leroy Jones, Associate Marriage and Family Therapist, and I show folks just like you how to get relief and find solutions. Now, if you didn't know, there's a lot of confusion about what therapy actually is and what therapy isn't. And if you haven't already watched it, make sure after you finish this video you go back and watch the one where I define what therapy actually is. By the way, I've created an entire video series to answer the most common questions I get from people just like you who are interested in therapy. Even better, I answer the questions you should be asking before starting therapy. So I kind of pull back the curtain and answer those questions. And if you're interested in my therapy services, make sure you watch all of these videos so that you can make an informed decision about whether or not you want me to treat you. And today I want to share with you what therapy is not, so you can have a therapy experience that is actually helpful and beneficial for you, because let's face it, not all therapy is helpful and beneficial. And there's three main categories that define what I believe therapy is not. Number one, therapy is not the therapist telling you what to do. I believe this is called disrespect when the therapist does that. Rather, I believe therapy helps empower you, right? Telling you what to do, it keeps you stuck and dependent on the therapist. And number two, therapy is not where the therapist is your buddy, where you're talking about sports, the latest Marvel show or movie. You're not trading favorite vacation secrets or having political debates. Also, the therapist isn't seeking your approval, and they don't need you to like them. Therapy also doesn't involve the therapist telling you about their own problems. I'm telling you these things because, one, I want you to know what therapy is not, but also because I've had patients share bad experiences they've had with therapists that have done some of what I just said for examples. Number three, and this is a biggie, therapy is not coaching. Let me be very clear. These are two very different things. Tony Robbins, for example, isn't a high-priced therapist for the rich and famous. He's a coach. He tells you what to do, like all coaches, right? Football coach, basketball coach, sports coaches, whatever, they tell you what to do, right? Like a life coach. And like Tony Robbins, a lot of coaches deal with your mindset. But I bet if you ask any one of them, they can't define what the mind actually is beyond a function of your brain. So here's why therapy is not coaching and why therapy may take longer than you want. The work I do with my patients is research-informed, directed treatment that is intentionally designed to bring coordination and balance to your embodied brain and your nervous system. Now, according to research, the reason you're having the difficulties, the problems, the challenges in your life is because there's one or more areas of blockage in what is known as integration. And we can define integration basically as well-being or harmony. And what this means for you is things are basically not going as well as they could be because integration is not optimized in your embodied brain and nervous system. The way we go about optimizing integration is discovering where there are blockages to optimal integration and then intentionally and skillfully optimizing integration in those areas that we find blockages. And this utilizes the principle of neuroplasticity. Not to go on a science tangent, but basically in a nutshell, neuroplasticity means we are creating structural and functional changes in your embodied brain, as well as improving the way your nervous system responds to your experiences. Now, as you could probably guess, this doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen in a month or even 3 months. Now, depending on the severity of the blockages to integration, this can take up to a year or more. Ready for some good news? Okay. With intentional, focused attention, consistency, and time. I'm going to say this again. 3 things. Got it? With intentional, focused attention, with consistency, and with time, you can in fact bring balance and coordination and optimal integration into your embodied brain and improve the way your nervous system responds to your experiences. And don't worry, I will take you by the hand and show you how to do this step by step. And you can think of it this way: intentionally focused attention plus consistency plus time equals optimal integration. And the end result of this is feeling more satisfied, enjoyable, and meaningful life. And this is how you feel more happy with your life and relationships. Now, coaching has clients, but I believe therapy has patients. Not because you're sick or need me to fix you, but you're also not coming to me for a one-time service, nor a monthly, quarterly, bi-yearly, or quarterly service. I'm not your hairstylist. I'm not a landscaper or a gardener. I'm not a mechanic. Not that there's anything wrong with any of those professions. That's just not what therapy is, of course, right? These are all professionals, though, where you go and after your appointment, you got what you wanted. Or someone comes to your house, like a house cleaner perhaps, and performs a service while you're off doing something else. For example, you drop off your car at the mechanic, and that doesn't require anything of you other than dropping it off and paying them your fee. Or going to your hairstylist requires nothing of you other than making the appointment, showing up, and then just sitting in a chair while they take care of you. And so the reason I'm using the term patient is the same reason a doctor does. Not that I'm a doctor, just to be clear, but you would be a patient of mine, again, not because you're sick, there's something broken in you, nothing like that, right? Nothing pathological. But you'd be a patient of mine because you're coming to me for regular treatment on a consistent basis. And this treatment requires time to be effective. This is why continuity of therapy is crucial. No one can effectively treat you if you just show up whenever you want, right? It's called a treatment plan for a reason. There's a plan to get you the results you want. But if you don't follow the plan or follow it the way you want to or do what you want with it, I can't help you get the results you're after. Nobody can. Now, coaching helps you with an external skill you want to improve in. For example, if you want more customers, but you don't know how to get them, right? Or you can't get the right ones, right? In that case, you would invest perhaps in a marketing coach or a business coach. Or maybe you spend all your money, right? You're living paycheck to paycheck, and you don't know where any of your money is going, right? In this case, you would invest in a financial coach, right? To help you come up with a plan for your money so it stops leaking. Maybe you don't want to live off the government when you retire, or you want to make sure you can maintain the lifestyle you want when you retire, right? In that case, you would invest in a financial advisor. And even unlike a personal training coach, which I used to do very long time ago, right? I'm not just a coach that's there to help you because you want to be consistent, because you have an appointment to show up to hold you accountable, nor to give you a meal plan or show you exercises and challenge you to push through, because those are all things you can and actually do have the ability to do on your own. However, in therapy, even though I take a strengths-based approach, I'm treating you because of the reality that you've been unable to resolve and repair the issues, the challenges, or problems in your life and relationships on your own, despite your best efforts. And in some cases, you've been trying for years or decades to get different results. Am I right or am I right? Hey, I hope this has been helpful for you and helped you get a better understanding of what therapy is not, and at least a little bit better understanding of what therapy is. And again, go back and watch that video where I go into more depth about what therapy is. And when you're ready to experience more peace, happiness, and enjoyment in your life and relationships, call or text me directly at 925-261-6688. Again, 925-261-6688. Or if you want, you can email me directly at brianjonesamt@gmail.com. That's Brian, Brian, Jones, Jones, A for associate, M for marriage, F for family, T for therapist @gmail.com. Thank you for your time again today. I look forward to speaking with you soon. Take care.